I'm coming through like a jiglet. This a freestyle, but I know you still dig this. No guard flow, no possible way to miss this. Blizzard Hailstorm, no
Hello, RonnRetrobro here. Give you another Pokemon X and Y UU tier battle. And this time it's against Patterz. So let's see how this goes. So, looking at his team, it was really tricky to try to decide on coverage. So I went ahead and started with Wheezing instead of Shuckle in this particular case. He knew that Wheezing could take hits really well, so he switched his Darmanitan and went straight into Jellicent. At this point, I went ahead and went for the Sludge Bomb anyway, though it doesn't hit well against Ghost, hoping that I would really get a Toxic, but instead I got a crit, which, well, pretty much did nothing. So at this point now, I'm going to try a T-Volt to see how it does. But yeah, this thing is specially defensive, so it ate it up. So at this point now, I realize that the Will-O-Wisp and it being able to recover is just going to eat this up until I die. So I probably need to switch into Exploud. So since I'm really going to take a lot of damage fighting this thing, as much as I would like to destroy it with Wheezing, Exploud probably would be the better choice here. It's like I don't want to switch into anything because it can burn it, but at the same time, it being especially defensive and not really being able to hit it with anything else, I probably should just switch into Exploud for safety. And as you can see, yup, it's going to recover stall me, so I definitely should have went into Exploud instead of trying to fight it with Wheezing. It was like a huge mistake here on my part to make the decision of actually staying in and continuing to fight it with Wheezing. I mean, nobody really wants to burn, but in this particular case, I didn't have a choice. So I should have switched into Exploud a lot earlier than what I did. Luckily for me, it was predicted that after recover stalling, he was going to Shadow Ball again. So I took no damage switching into Exploud because it's normal and it was a ghost move. So even though it's specially defensive, this is going to hit really well because no one takes a Boom Burst. Oh, and he scolds me and gets burned on the first try. That would be my luck, wouldn't it? Okay, so hopefully he stays in with this Jellicent because this thing is a pest. And if I can get it out of the way now, I can probably set up with Lee, open the gates by faking out, and finishing everything else. But no, he decides to switch. So this Roserade should be dead, which it is. I will take burn damage, and then we will see what I can do from here. Okay, so he decides to go into Crocodile, so I'm going to switch because Crocodile likes to come in the Assault Vest and Choice Scarf variant, and either one is bad for Exploud. So we go ahead and go into Wheezing because he's low on health and he's an easy sacrifice at this point. And unfortunately, down he goes. So at this point now, I'm going to go into Alakazam. And as expected, I outsped. Only problem is he ate that up really well, which I didn't really expect. Well, actually, I kind of did because, again, he was a salt vested, but my logic of thinking here was that if I picked Blastoise in this particular case, he was just going to switch into Jellicent. And unfortunately, since I didn't kill Jellicent yet, I can't just run a Water Pulse right now because he would have absorbed it. See, Jellicent just shreks my whole team right now. Like, it messes up a lot of the coverage I have, unfortunately, which is one of the main reasons I really needed to get rid of it, because even its presence messes up like what I can actually do with plays right now. So I well, not even kinda, I have to play around it, which is what I'm attempting to do right now. But it does make things a lot trickier. If I can manage to get that thing out of the way, I will have way better coverage of what I can do offensively. And right now, it really has me on a strong defense where I'm kind of just stalking him to set up a trap. So now that Blastoise is out and it is Mega, the best thing I can do, since it's a Rapid Spinner, is to go ahead and Toxic it. Considering the way this match is going, it's really good that I got that first try and didn't miss. So let's try to outstall it a little bit. So at this point, I'm obviously going to protect for my one extra turn. And now, if I could, let's go ahead and either Stealth Rock or Sticky Web. Blastoise is Mega, so its Water Pulse will probably kill me one hit. And no, I actually survived. Shuckle's defenses are amazing. A Mega Blastoise Water Pulse me and I survived it. Not bad at all. So I could protect to get one extra turn of Toxic on it, but I really don't want to stall out this game so much extra, so I'm just going to attempt to get a Hazard, which means he would kill me, had he not switched, of course. But he did switch, so if Confusion doesn't hit me, then yep, Sticky Web will come up. And it's really good that I actually decided to kind of allow him to kill me at that point, because he actually decided to switch. So I luckily got a Sticky Web up for that reason. So at this point, if Confusion doesn't hit, I'll have Stealth Rocks too. Oh, and that's quite nice. This is why I love Shuckle. Like, everything has been set up. Okay, now if he can just kill me, it would be appreciated because, well, Shuckle has outlived its usefulness, and I cannot Toxic a Weezing, so I really want this free switch. So if you can just kill me now, buddy, it will be appreciated. I need something that I can go into to destroy you at this point. And Exploud is that choice. Now the tricky thing with Exploud is that if he's Assault Vested, he'll probably live. But Weezing doesn't have really good special defenses, so if he's not Assault Vested, then he dies. And he did indeed survive it. And he's Black Sludge even, so even without leftovers, he survived a Boom Burst. My prediction is that he's probably specially invested to some degree, whether it be his nature or just a little bit of EVs, or he would not have survived that. So at this point now, Alakazam is at the mercy of, well, almost all his Pokemon that's left. Blastoise is extremely bulky, so Energy Ball may not kill from there, but let's see what we can do. And actually it did, so that works out fine. I honestly think the crit did matter in that particular case because Blastoise is amazingly bulky, but I'll take it because I needed it. So this thing is Choice Scarfed. So even with the Sticky Web there, I'm not going first. So let's switch into something else that we don't mind sacrificing to Darmanitan's Wrath. So we go into our Blastoise, and now he U-turns. Now this part is the biggest killer. Like, this part upset me so much. And what really upset me is not really the fact that he's about to recover stall with Jellicent, though I'll admit that did make me a little salty. But what really upset me was myself here, because I made the mistake of having a Mega Blastoise here with Aura Spear still. And honestly, you don't need Aura Spear with Mega Blastoise or Blastoise much for that matter, because most of the threats you face take better coverage from the Dark Pulse. Yeah, Aura Spear will do more damage to Steel types, but at the same time, Walls like Chansey and Blissey are especially defensive, so Aura Spear does nothing to them. And yeah, it may OHKO Scrafty, but at the same time, Scrafty doesn't take really good, special attack hits anyway, so had I just Water Pulsed it, it would almost do about the same amount. Not to mention that Dark Pulse is neutral damage against Steel types, and then take out Ghosts like this prick. So, had I had the Dark Pulse on, which I forgot to put on him over Aura Spear, at the amount of health he was at, and the fact that the Sticky Web was out, I would have killed him, and this recover stall would not be going down right now. So it's my own fault that I'm being outstalled here. And it's pretty aggravating that I forgot something so important in such a crucial moment. But my lesson will be learned by being tormented by this accursed Jellicent. So, I will continue to, well, wither away till I die. And the only thing I can hope that happens is that I get the freeze hack just to spite him before I die. That's really my only strategy at this point, unfortunately. And down I go. So at this point, ladies and gents, you can tell that it is game, because nothing I have left can do anything to Jellicent. It's already shown that its special defenses are extremely great, so Shadow Ball being super effective will not kill, or even come close to it for that matter. So at this point, I am unfortunately into my Hitmonlee, the one person that really could have wrecked shop this game had I managed to take out this Jellicent. But it's still there, so we all know what's about to happen here. Knockoff is actually very valuable on Hitmonlee for reasons like this, but I don't have Pokegen, so unfortunately I don't have it. But I thought I'd bring it up because there probably are a few fans that have genders, and if you do, and you like Hitmonlee, I highly suggest that you put the knockoff on him. And this is going to stall for a little, unfortunately, because I can't hit hard enough to kill him, and he's really not going to hit hard enough to kill me too fast. But he's fully recovered, so another Scald from here should do the trick. So if you'll just go ahead and Scald me, if I get lucky and this Rock Slide doesn't flinch, then you can go ahead and put me out my misery. But no, he flinches. The torment of just suffering through this match. In hindsight, I probably should have not picked Rock Slide and just picked Earthquake, so he should have killed me. So again, that was actually my fault. Great game, Patterz. I enjoyed the match, bro. I will rework my team, and the next time you want a battle, be better prepared than I was this time. If you guys enjoy these type of matches, like, comment, subscribe. Also, for those of you that don't have Twitter, you can either put in the comment section if you want to battle me or not, or you can simply hit me up on Facebook, because I have a Facebook as well, which is also RonnRetrobro, and be like, hey, RetroBro, I don't have a Twitter, and I'm interested in getting a battle with you. Can we make that happen? I'll be like, sure. We'll try to set a schedule, try to set a day, and we'll try to get a match to happen. And for those of you on Twitter, of course, you can always find me there and be like, RetroBro, I want a match. Or for those of you that's faced me before, RetroBro, I want a rematch. And I'll be like, we'll try to arrange something to get it accommodated. And as usual, I've been RetroBro, and I'm signing out.